Hi everyone, I'm Margie O'Brien. Welcome to this Capitol Spotlight. Paul Santucci is joining me now, one of our newest representatives. Thank you for being here, and
Thank you.
Congrats on your election.
Thank you, Marjorie.
But you're no stranger to politics.
That's correct. I don't consider myself a politician, but I was the town council president in Smithfield in 2017 and 2018, and I served on our charter review commission as well as our water advisory commission that I had created.
So you're used to answering to the people.
Yes.
But you wanted to take that up a notch and answer to a larger group of people.
Absolutely.
And how is it going so far?
I love it. It's great. It's a lot of fun and very stimulating.
Good to hear. How was the campaign?
Campaign was good. I mean, when I kind of look back at it, there was some highs and lows, but mostly highs. I mean, I'm fairly well known in the community, so people were very receptive, and
so
for the most
even
part.
with your name recognition, did you feel like you had to go door to door and talk to people?
Absolutely. I mean, especially in Gloucester, even though I live sort of near that area, about a mile away, there's still a lot of people that I did not know, and I never take it for granted. I walked over 3,500 homes.
Oh. How does that translate into the number of sneakers you went through?
Quite a few.
Couple souls there,
Yes,
right?
yes.
What were you hearing from people?
For the most part, I think people want, in my district, they really want their way of life. They want their quality of life, which is what they moved there for. They want their quality of life. And when we sort of translate that into what has happened at the state level, cities and towns have basically had their zoning and comprehensive permitting processes altered forever. And that's made major changes, not just to the amount of traffic and the speed, but also has put a lot of pressure on resources like schools, fire department, police department, et cetera.
What would they like to keep the same? What are some of the examples that they really cherish the way it was, the way it is right now, and that they don't want changed?
So I think for the most part, if I look at like a brand new example, there's an R80 zone that is probably a 40 or 50 acre parcel of land that is now going through a permitting process to put in 4-bedroom condominiums and 250 units on that same parcel of land. Adjacent to that are 3 condo projects already in existence and a massive subdivision. So this is on a small country road that is creating a lot of havoc.
So you know that we're dealing with the housing crisis, but how do you balance that? I mean, there is a demand for more. Is it just the way that it's coming in right now?
I think the fact that cities and towns no longer have any sovereignty whatsoever, I think that is the real tragedy in all of this. I think giving the cities and the towns the ability to meet with this crisis on their own is the better way to answer that. I'm not a big fan of big government.
And I know that one of the things that you are pro for is more open land.
Love it. I am a big believer in having people being able to get outdoors, enjoy nature, and for as much as I possibly can, I'm going to try to acquire land for the people of my district so that we can continue to have as much open space and farmland, preserve farmland. I think it's important for people to know where their food is grown.
So I know we're only in month 2 of the session, but do you have any first impressions? And how was Inauguration Day for you? Something special?
Inauguration Day was great. It was a lot of fun. It was something that I'll always remember. So that was a very nice memory, and I really appreciate that. In terms of like first impressions, I think the governor's speech was quite telling. I mean, I think that Rhode Island has a huge problem in terms of spending. We don't really have as much of a revenue problem, but we spend a lot of money in this state, and I would really like to see a lot more accountability in that regard.
So that is on your list of priorities for this session?
Absolutely.
All right, well, we look forward to watching what happens with you during this first session, and congratulations again on your election.
Thank you very much, Marjorie.
Representative Paul Santucci joining me for this Capitol Spotlight. I'm Margie O'Brien with Capitol TV.